himself coming into a snake pit in this one. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know.
Yeah. Actually, was I going to take her to prom, or was I thought you was taking her to prom and I was picking her up. But whatever it is, I told her just let me know. I'll make sure she does.
I think I'm about to leave and then head to Birmingham right afterwards, which will be fine.
It don't matter. I told her just let me know what she need me to do.
It might be easier for me to just take her, and then I can head to Birmingham. But she got to be there at 7. I'll do that. Okay. And then you gonna pick her up.
Whatever she need me to do.
Okay.
You talk to one dude and you're done. His name is
Big game. You just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone.
Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. We're interested to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Pulls it and fires to the left. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt in the SEC, you've got to set the tone.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On a little time, lets it go. Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Sean, I'm excited, not a Svengali mule, but Sean, I really feel like I was Svengali. Fine. Whatever. I guess my heart vibes are jammed. Never mind.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to get that frustration behind you. You can't carry it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here and trust your reads. Your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And the Sooners can play the second half a long ways with just a few yards to go. It's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it. They punt it away on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Got a man. It's Spears. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Gets rid of it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed offense. We'll see if he can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Stop.
To support your selection.
Field, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this game.
Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's when the offense will love the halfback. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Spears. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas State delivered a knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Jonesboro. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Sun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Spears. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own in great field position. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Riding up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Timeout called by the defense as their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Still looking on the move. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Fires one high and deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover.
That was a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This offense can get a jolt of momentum here with the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've loved to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
2nd second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Paul, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Got his man on the right. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Prime play action. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Bulldogs have it with a first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, let's go. Complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He turns it loose to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Dead center perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put total 11. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out and get a stop and change the complexity of this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Gonna look downfield again. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's it, 5. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Sooners have taken it inside the 20. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telegraphic.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers work all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Banks. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. First down. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Lambert. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Coming out with it, it's Flanagan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Give to the running back. Nice move to keep running. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. It's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the big fella. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. 3 quarters are in the book. As we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The running back and leave it with him. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Off the RPO, complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They just keep firing. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Seaman. And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Spears. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield and use his speed.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense in an empty set. To the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Tight end finds a soft spot. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 5 on that last one, now second and inches. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Back to pass on second down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Sooners are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He breaks the tackle. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Complete downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point as the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand off from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Makes the catch. It's Spears. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot turn it over.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Spears. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to run it. It's Lambert.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is just how the coach wants to draw up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week.
When you look at more